So today I'm going to be making the first capital for MushroomFleet. This is going to be a hard-hitting destroyer type Doomsday machine. So with the power set up, I'm going to start sandwiching in shields in all the spaces. I've since learned a better way to do the power, but you know. So we're going to put, you know, like I say, sandwiching in components, so more engines, and that's the sort of cross section I've ended up with for the power there. So obviously we're building what the migraine trigger mk.8, and this is what I'm working with at the front here. It's obviously 9x9, 3x3x3, and I'm using symmetry on 2 axis. Okay, so that's layer 1 pretty much set up. Okay, I just need to put the one gun on each of those groups for the projectile to come out, to mark where I want the projectile to come out. But as you can see, that's 3x3x3, and it's 10x10 for the first layer. Yeah, I know. So, I'm still here with my buddy Chaos. I started putting the first layer of shields in between the guns here, and you can see, oh sorry, hang on, this isn't, yeah, that's right, yeah, this is layer 1. So basically, well, it's pretty self-explanatory really, there's a load of guns, but obviously we need to come forward about 10 layers, so there's going to be 10 layers total. And each time we're going to put the forward gun in a different position so that it fires over every square in that.
I'll make it 5 times 5.
Yeah, because they pair up in 4s.
Alright, okay.
But it looks like 5x5, but actually it's 10x10 because the groupings. So yeah, start putting more stuff in between here. I need batteries. The only thing I can't get is batteries. I'm trying desperately to make the batteries, but our factory's just been set up. Okay, so that's the first layer finished. I just wanted to show the first layer in detail before I zoom through the rest. Like I say, you've got engines in between, shields in between, you know, thrusters and shields, sort of sandwiched between this layer. Okay, and we're not going to use any hull like in my last, we're just going to use more thrusters and more shields instead. And obviously I'm going to change the firing point on each layer. Okay, so I've sandwiched this layer, obviously one over to stop the groups from touching front to back. And then, you know, another, like I say, you put one layer down that's level with the projectile, and another layer over the top. Okay, and even though the bloom was crazy and nearly blinded me, I managed to get the next layer down. And as you can see, I put the projectile in the middle of the group. Yeah, so next time it'll be the next corner, and then we'll work our way through every position. And I'm just going to start layering it up like the last one. Very nice. Okay, so that's that one done, and Jesus, the bloom is insane. So, yeah, using the symmetry means you only have to actually build a quarter of it, which is quite nice. Okay, so that's 2 layers done. Okay, so on the third layer, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the opposite corner to the first one. Like so. So as you can see, if you look to the top left, you can see it's in the top left position. And it's in groups of 4, so it's like opposite. And the mirror all works. And it's all the same. So here's the next layer, and we're going for the next diagonal, so the down left. So yeah, down left. And we just keep on building it out. It's still not big enough. We need more guns. So that's that layer completed. So let's start on the 5th layer. It's really easy. You just get your build tool, 3x3x3, and start placing them. If you get it wrong, hit the remove and start again. Okay, so here we are. We're doing the top right this time, and it's mirror. So obviously it's top right there, and in the the pan has to repeat and mirror, otherwise the symmetry won't work. But basically, yeah, top right position. And it's mirrored by its neighbour, which enables it to have good symmetry. But anyway. And so, this is still the top right, so I'm just showing it in a slightly more filled in state. And here we go for the next layer, which is the left position. There's only 4 more to do. And here is the top position. Again, just keep layering it up, layering it up. That's it. And yeah, we're still doing the top position, so I'm just showing it slightly more filled in. Okay. Do you like it, mate?
Yeah, you can say that. It's actually starting to make my game lag a bit.
So we're on the 10th layer, and as you can see, I've put it on the middle again. So that means there's actually 2 groups firing out of that middle, but they sort of auto aim, so it doesn't really matter. So we've got a turret, a group, you've got a group on every position on the whole thing. So the only way to avoid getting hit is by being really small, but even then, Okay, so now of course the back needs attention, because this isn't enough energy. It can move, but it runs out of energy really quickly. So we're gonna have to work on the power. But that is pretty much. It's nearly done. I just gotta wait until I get the plates on it. I think I put a salvager on there. I might get my first ship and plug it and just park it up next to it for a photo, because it's sort of like 8 versions later. This is what I got. I've done the front like I did my first ship, so that's the reason it's looking like that. But yeah, there's each purple square is 3x3x3. It's 10x10, and there's 10 layers. So that's well over 100,000. I don't know what it is. I thought there were 10 guns in each group, but of course there aren't. There's actually 3 times more than that. So it's 300,000, roughly 300,000. So stuck a salvager array on the back. The funny thing is, it actually turned out that the lasers don't go much further forward beyond the front of the ship, so they're too far mounted back to be useful. We decided we'd have a little face-off once the Mark 8 was finished, and my buddy Chaos has got his recognisable ship there.
Just cannons.
I'm telling him to try the cannons out, and they are taking 500 of 179,000 off, which is instantly recharging between each shot. 500. Oh dear. So it's going to fire the rockets.
There you go. Enjoy. 6 rockets.
They did nothing, mate. Nothing. Maybe they only work when your shields are down. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, is it? Right, so my turn then. Have you saved your blueprint? Yeah, I guess you have.
So what I want to do is put something a bit bigger in my torpedo tube.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making some final adjustments.
Making some fun. Well, I don't know what that's going to be. A shield cube to tow. Right, so anyway, see you next time and we'll finish this face-off.